Aloha everyone, Michelle Melendez with Blossom Inner Wellness and StandTogetherHawaii.com, and I wanted to do a quick video on the fact that the nations around the world are not biting for World War III, and this is a really, really great thing. And anyway, let me just show you what's going on. We have to remember that Israel, the government, is not run by an actual government. It is the Zionists, it is the British imperialists, goes all the way back to the Jesuit order, goes all the way back to the Rothschilds that fund the Black Pope, which is the Jesuit order from the Catholic Church, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, J.P. Morgan, these major people, the Carl Schwabs, who is the president of the United Nations, whose father was a Nazi. All of these people are the ones that want this one world order, but they're not going to get it, you guys. We have the power. And let me just show you how Israel started this war. And what they're sharing is not the truth, that it is the Palestinian people. It is absolutely not. And this is, I want to share this one first. So let me make sure that the audio is on for my screen share. Audio, here we go. Thank you, screen share. Here we go.
Netanyahu showed a map during the General Assembly at the United Nations. This map is called the New Middle East. When you look at Israel, then the Palestinian regions have been completely removed. There is no sign anymore of any Palestinian presence on the map of the New Middle East that Netanyahu showed less than 2 weeks before they launched their attack on Gaza. With every false flag operation.
And let me just show this one as well, because we have to understand how this whole war started. It was not, we all know it was an inside job. That's just the way it works. That's what happened, false flags. But here we go. Who is Hamas?
If you look at the history, you'll find out that Hamas was encouraged and really started by Israel because they wanted Hamas to counteract Yasser Arafat.
What Senator Ron Paul said is confirmed by a man called Ronald Bernard. He worked at a high level in the so-called financial elites, the most wealthy and most powerful in this world, who control the world theater behind the scenes. He explains how terrorist organizations are essentially funded by the same sources that also fund the organizations that supposedly fight those terrorists.
It's on both sides.
Which is not surprising, considering they are involved in the flows of money. Those are your clients. You also have governments to deal with, multinationals. You have to deal with secret services, and what they now call terrorist organizations. You get all of the groups that are involved with the big money as clients. Then you start seeing the connections, so they might be compartmentalized as you just mentioned, regarding knowledge. But because I am in the middle, I see how they relate to another. You see the money coming from this place, then going to that place, etc. You keep gaining information and thereby an overview of what is really going on.
So do you have to serve and keep all of those groups happy, including terrorist organizations? You were trying to keep everybody happy?
Yes.
My God.
That was my job.
Keeping all the balls in the air.
Yes, indeed. So one of the things that I found out, I did not know that before, but now I do, is about secret services.
So I want to pause that, and then I want to go here because I want to show you guys that these people, these bankers, these owners of the people that want to create this one world order, they're not getting what they want. So here's Israel faces diplomatic freeze over Gaza bombing, and I'm going to send these emails are in the link in the description. South American countries recall envoys cut ties with Tel Aviv. Israel accuses Bolivia of surrender to terrorism. Yeah, you're the terrorist. China deletes Israel from digital maps. Interesting. Now who's getting deleted? A number of South American countries have registered diplomatic protests against Israel in response to its relentless bombing in the Gaza countries. So I'm going to leave this description, or this in the description, so you guys can watch it for yourself. But this is so good, so good. Israel accused Petro of putting Jewish lives in danger, blah, 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 blah. And then other Latin American neighbors such as Mexico and Brazil have also recently called for a ceasefire. So it's really good about what's happening, you guys. Where else did I want to go with this? And then we're going to do a quick prayer. But I just wanted to show. That's about it. All right, so they're not going to get their world war. I mean, these people on both sides, the Jews, the Israels, the Palestinians, the people in Acapulco, the people in Lahaina, the Canada fires, all of it. They're orchestrating it all, you guys, but they're not going to get their third world war. That has been planned many years ago. I did a whole video on these 3 world wars planned 135 years ago for the outcome of a one world order. So thank you. Okay, let's just pray. Great Spirit, infinite intelligence of all things. Oh my gosh, wow. Thank you for the leaders of these countries saying no and calling them out and calling for a ceasefire. We just ask for their light to be sent to their heart, for courage and inner strength, that they keep this stance, that they keep holding the light of what is true, that Israel murdered their own people, that it's not even that these Zionists and these British imperialists are the ones behind all the murder of innocent people, innocent mothers and fathers and children and uncles and aunties and brothers and sisters who just want peace, who want to live in peace and harmony with all people, just like all the rest of us. Thank you for these leaders, Great Spirit. We just ask for even more of these leaders to step forward and stand up for what is right, for the ceasefire of innocent people who are not military. They don't have any weapons, and they don't have any place to go. So we send those people inner strength and the light of hope that this war against them can stop. We know that it is done. We know that it is over. And we give so much gratitude. Thank you for the ending of this war. Thank you for the ceasefire. It is done. These people are getting, all people that have been attacked around the world are getting the support and help they need and are feeling like they matter, because they do. We give so much gratitude to all people who stand for freedom, for peace, and for harmony, and all the protests that are around the world of people saying, stop this war, stop these deaths. Thank you for the courage of people to go out and protest and stand in the streets and go to their capital and say, stop this war, stop this absolute genocide. Thank you for the courage of these people. We just know that every single person right now is lit up. Their hearts are lit up with courage, inner strength, and love for human life. And we hold hands as our hearts beat with one beat of humanity, that this world is free. This world is sovereign, that all people live in peace and in harmony together because we are one human race. We give so much gratitude to the angels and the guides that are guiding us and telling our intuitions what is ours to do next, to hold these people, these demons, these evil entities accountable for their wars and for their crimes against humanity, that they cannot stand. They can no longer be in power on this world. This world is infinitely filled with the consciousness of Jesus Christ, of infinite love. We hold this consciousness, this loving, unconditional frequency, so much more powerful than the darkness. We hold this frequency of love in our hearts for each other, for ourselves, and for all of humanity. And we say this in the God consciousness name of Jesus Christ and all light beings that have ever been on the planet, that are here present and ever will be on the planet, that our frequency of love is enough to end this war. And we know that these world leaders that have said no more, cease fire, that it is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Great Spirit. And it is so, and so it is. All right, you guys, hold the light. Get yourselves clean. If you have any relationships that need to be cleaned up, clean them up. That is your responsibility. That is your kuleana. No more war, not with other people and not with yourself. You are infinite. You are loved beyond measure. And you have a higher self that is just in this human physical form that has been programmed to believe you're not enough, but you really are. Everything you need shows up. Just trust it. Trust your guides. Let go of fear. And clean up your shit, okay? This means relationships. Forgive. Let it go. Forgive yourself. Let's just do this. Let's do this for the people who have been murdered. That is the power we have when we clean up our own energy, including the self-hatred for ourselves. That is a war within ourselves, and we start to forgive ourselves, and we have more inner peace for our own lives. And then our relationships are peaceful. That frequency goes out and it helps Gaza, and it helps the Jews, and it helps Lahaina, and it helps Canada, and it helps East Palestine on the mainland. Clean up our own stuff to find that inner power and inner strength, that we are the light that is showing to the world this world can live in peace. That's our kuleana, you guys. That's ours to do. And we have the strength and the courage to do it. So sending you much love and aloha. Please subscribe. I always forget. Please subscribe, like, and share so we can get this information out. I do have a Freedom School that is by donation. And thank you so much for supporting that. Much aloha.